Alright, so we're diving right into the next portion of the graphics that I'm doing for this company.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up.
The next one is a match day graphic between, I think, Juventus and
Juventus.
I don't think it's Juventus, I think it's Juventus. Obviously I don't watch too much soccer. And Napoli. It's a simple graphic. I've decided to go with a split graphic for the match day, which I see a lot of people do. I don't love doing it that way, but I felt like for the example work that I'm showing them, I wanted to make it one team versus another team, very like one side versus another side. You know, Juventus colors over here, which are black and white, and then Napoli over here, which are blue and red and white, mostly just blue. So first of all, I messed up the names and I put them on the wrong side, and I don't fix that until the very end, so disregard that for now. But on this one, I decided to use a technique that I've been using a lot for App State lately, and it kind of gives the players like a cartoonified, illustrated look. So I have like the same two players in the background that I have in the foreground. Again, I pulled all these images off Google. I have their like illustration versions in the back, pretty close-up images, like chest up to the head, and then the action shots / celebration shots up front, like as cutouts. Again, if you want me to show you how to do this technique, I can do that in another video, the illustration, photo technique, whatever. I tried to make this graphic pretty clean and pretty branded, but I also wanted to, you know, show off some different skills and make it a little bit different, and like, you know, show them what I can do, and that I'm not limited to just making your average match day graphic that someone who doesn't have experience might submit.
Yeah, no, I'm sturdy like a Millie Rocket. Skin clear, still look young, Andy Miller knockers. Money in my pocket, don't call me a money pocket. Engine get to rocket, it sound like a thunder rocket. Yeah, I still love my baby even when it's toxic. Crazy like she Britney, but no, she don't shade the noggin. Russell Wilson way I get low and stay in the pocket. I get paid and do my dance like a touchdown. Yeah, I can't do no trying to leave that gun around. In my teens we were acting up and running around. Now we're grown, still get to it if it's necessary. On the ground from January to January. Never met nobody who retired when they were young. So I guess I gotta get it to the cemetery. Getting paid just for rapping is fun. I lit up around a month in every February. Told him side, no electric. Yeah, it's getting hectic. 777. 777. Yeah. Told him slide, no electric. Yeah, it's getting hectic. 777. Yeah. 777. Couple of money in my head just to say they did it. Can't lie, I'm so paranoid and the windows tinted. I own everything around me, you can say it's rented.
One of the hardest parts about doing this is finding a place for the logos and the text. And I think in the end I just put it like in the middle in a white box. I use the 3D software Dimension to put the team names in. I use pretty much the same 3D text style that I have in my video where I show you how to do 3D text. I'll link that up in the top and in the description. But yeah, I wanted to make it more interesting, and I think 3D text does that versus your 2D text. And again, that's another thing just to make it flashy. So I put that in. Obviously still have the names wrong and swapped, but I don't fix that until later. And then I switch the left side text color to blue as well, and then I make the middle, the verses, black. So the goal here was to basically split the graphic, left side being blue and white, and then the right side being black and white, and then putting the information and the actual logos a little bit smaller in the middle so that it's still readable, but it's not distracting and doesn't look weird, I guess, with the rest of the graphic. Again, I don't watch soccer very much, so I literally had to go online and I looked up which players were the best players on these teams, and these are the two guys that I found. Don't even know who they are, but I tried to do my research. I tried to put in the time and effort to, you know, show them that I was attempting to give it my best shot as far as like putting players on the graphic who the fans would resonate with and know of. And y'all big soccer fans can let me know in the comments. Feel free to let me know where I messed up in the comments, either design wise or soccer wise. Also, if you know these guys' names, put them in the comments because I've already forgotten about that.
I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, finished friends on my face. Looking like I'm from the deep, these no Cartiers. Pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise.
So here we are putting, it's just a black brush and a blue brush set to dissolve, and which makes some little specks in the right and left corners, which I thought made it a little more interesting. And then I put a little bit of a glow on the Juventus side. Well, it should be Napoli, but the blue side. And then I put some lens flares on the tops of the lettering all the way across to make it a little more interesting. Lens flares are pretty hard to get right. If you know of a technique that you can make a lens flare look good every single time, let me know, because I don't know. It's a struggle to make them look right all the time. But yeah, so I put those lens flares on there, have the drop shadows into the players, and then switch the text and logos up just a little bit to where you can read it, but it's not a main part of the design. And then I added in these spark overlays kind of behind the text. I thought it looked cool, thought it would make it a little more interesting and draw the eye to it a little bit. It might be too much, you know, but I felt like it needed something, and so that's what I went with. In the end, I put in the color lookup, which I usually do with graphics to kind of give it one overall look, you know, make it look uniform and such. Go ahead and watch this video next to see how I made this and see if I got the gig.